Now our second topic is types of economies or solutions of central problems. The problems which we studied in the previous slide, these are the solutions for those problems. So there are three types of three types of economies: market economy, centrally planned economy, and mixed economy. So the first economy is market economy, and this economy is also known as free economy. So why it is known as free economy? Because producers are free to decide. Okay, the producers are free to decide whatever they want to produce, what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. The problems which they were facing earlier, in this economy they are free to decide. Okay, so there is no in simple words, there is no foundation, there is no external pressure from any authority, any government, that nobody will decide except producer whatever he or she wishes to produce. So decision will be on the basis of supply and demand. So what is the solution here? Okay, as I said earlier, this is the solutions for central problems in different economy. So in market economy, what will be the solution? That decision will be based on the supply and demand forces. If a particular commodity has demand, the demand of that particular commodity is higher in the market, then the producer will produce that particular good only. If the demand for dairy milk chocolate is more in demand and demand for Nestle chocolate is less, so the producer will produce more dairy milk chocolate. Okay, because he will produce more, then the supply will increase and the revenue will also increase. Okay, so he will be earning profit from that. That's why this is the solution for the problem in market economy. This is the solution, that producer will decide on the basis of supply and demand forces. Okay, example, what are the economy, what are the examples of economies, which countries follow this type of economy, market economy? So examples are here: Singapore, New Zealand, Australia, Switzerland. So these are the examples of the countries who follow market economy. Okay, now what to produce, how the producer will decide in market economy, how the producer will decide what he or she should produce. So the producer will produce those goods which are more in demand and less in supply. Okay, the producer will produce those goods which are more in demand. For example, there is the dairy milk chocolate, the demand of dairy milk chocolate is more. Okay, but the availability in market is less, so the producer will produce dairy milk chocolate in more quantity, because such goods will offer high profits. Okay, so this is the solution for what to produce. Now second thing, how to produce. The producer will use those inputs which keep their cost of production low. So how earlier there was a problem that how the producer should produce his goods, whether he should use a labor intensive technique or whether he should use capital intensive. So in this market, in market economy, the producer will use those inputs, those raw materials, those technique of production which will keep his or her cost of production low. Okay, then only he will be able to earn higher profit. Okay, so this is the solution for second problem, which was how to produce. Now the third solution, for whom to produce. This was our third central problem, and the solution for this is the producer will produce goods for those people who can afford to pay high prices. Okay, if the producer is producing luxury goods, okay, so he will produce for those people, he will target those customers, those consumers who can pay high price. Okay, so this is the solution for third problem. So in market economy, we saw here the problems for the solution for central problems, which we saw in the previous lecture. what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce, and these are the solutions for them, for solutions for those problems in market economy. Okay, and this might come in your paper as well, in your exam, in MCQ form, that which of the following economy is known as free economy. Okay, so your answer will be market economy. Now we will see the second type of economy, which is called centrally planned economy. Okay, in market economy, in free economy, we saw that there is no external pressure, there is no interference of the government or any authority. But in centrally planned economy, there is interference. Okay, the centrally planned central authority or the government will decide that what, how, and for whom to produce. Okay, the producers will produce those goods which will be decided by the central authority or the government, like in China or in North Korea especially. If this North Korea leader says, smell my finger, as I've given this an example, so that person has to smell his finger. So in the same way, if he says that you have to produce wheat, okay, you have to produce wheat in more quantity, so the producer have to produce wheat. Okay, there is no option for producer, there is no option that the producer should produce, will be producing rice. The producer has to produce wheat, otherwise he will be finished. So there are some pros and cons as well, okay, in this economy. Now the first thing is this, the decision that the leader will take, he will focus on the maximizing social welfare. He will take the decision that will will improve the living standard of the poor people. Okay, if he knows that, the leader knows that in his country majority of people are middle level or the middle class people or the poor people, so he will decide to produce those goods which will benefit them, okay, which the poor people or the middle class people can afford. So it will improve their living of standard, so the middle class people, the poor people will able to get employment as well. So in this economy, the decision taken by the central authority focuses on maximizing the social welfare. Those goods and services will be produced which the central authority finds most useful for the society. So as I said earlier, the leader will ask the producer to produce those goods which he will find most useful for the society. If there is no use of producing luxury goods like sofa or air conditioner, so he will not ask the producer to produce those goods. Okay, enough goods will be produced for poorer section. Okay, for poor people, the quantity of goods produced will be more. Okay, so that their price will be less and poor people can afford that goods. And in this, there is one merit here, that use of labor intensive technique will be there. Okay, so more the machines will be used in less quantity, the number of machines used will be in lesser quantity than the manpower. Okay, and this will reduce the unemployment level. So this is the whole decision related to production, distribution and selling is taken by the central authority. So this is called centrally planned economy. Now the third economy is mixed economy. As we can see here by the name, mixed economy means free economy plus centrally planned economy, means both economy will function here. How it will be there, let's discuss. It is, as we can see, it's mixed economy, so it is a combination of market economy and planned economy. So the decision regarding what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce are taken on the basis of market forces and as well as on the basis of social consideration. So in India, like India is a mixed economy. Okay, so there is no external pressure from the government or the producers that they there will be no such situation that government will ask the producers to produce these particular goods only. Okay, so the decision will be purely based on the no, want and desire of the producer. Okay, but if government see that the poor people or the middle class people are not able to afford, or they are not able to improve their life, or they are not able to get the food basic needs, so in that case government will interfere. Like India, there is no foundation on the producer to produce, whether to produce wheat or any household items. Okay, but as government knows that there are many poor people who cannot afford 30 kilogram rice or 200 kgs wheat. So what government do? Government provide these household goods at cheaper rate. Like we have seen the public distribution system earlier in ninth class. So government provide these goods at a cheaper rate to poor people. So those who can afford the goods, they can purchase from the private seller, and those who cannot, government provide them these basic facilities. So US and France are the basic examples here, and India is also an example of mixed economy. Okay, so these are the three types of economies which is quite important for an exam. Okay, now our second topic is opportunity cost. It's a basic definition, but uh, understanding the concept is very important here. So I will not explain with the help of definition, but I will explain with the help of example, so that it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, so what is opportunity cost? Suppose we have two choices. Okay, like example 1, to attend my 2-hour morning class. Okay, the first choice is to attend the morning class. Okay, morning class, I have to give up 2 extra hours of sleep, and I have to give up 2 extra hours of sleep. So I have two choices: to sleep for 2 hours, or to attend the morning class for 2 hours. So what I will do in this case? Okay, so two choices are attending the morning class and sleeping in the morning. Okay, and both duration for both is 2 hours. Okay, so if I choose attending the morning class, then I have to sacrifice my sleep. Okay, if I choose attending the morning class, then I have to sacrifice my sleep for 2 hours. So if I choose this morning class, okay, if I choose this morning class, then my opportunity cost will be the sleeping of 2 hours. Okay, the satisfaction which I will be getting by sleeping 2 hours, that will be my opportunity cost. Okay, I'm repeating here again. If I choose my morning class, if I choose attending the morning class, then what will be my opportunity cost? My opportunity cost will be the satisfaction which I will be getting by sleeping two hours in the morning. Okay, now we will see second example as well, so that it will be more easier for you to understand.